Off Pleasant Street.
No,
We'll talk on.
No.
Every time I've driven by, doing that job on Saul's.
what's
Bloomberg over there, I haven't seen anything. else.
no, it's been great. In fact, I was pulling in this morning and went back there this morning to get some boxes.
Just.
And I was like, I just love this improvement. It's so much better.
You know, you just gotta do the planting.
I just gotta do the planting.
The planting's
Good
gonna help a lot.
morning.
Yeah, the plant's
We're going to convene the RPRC meeting at 9:33. First order of business is to adopt the December 19th, 2023 minutes. I'll make a motion to approve those
I'll
minutes.
second.
All in favor?
Rprc joined the meeting.
Okay. I don't know. That was a great telephone. Okay, so first up is 61 Byram Ridge Road. Pull that up.
I think about Armonk lot lines. You never know what's the front of the house, the back of the house. and the side.
Oh, that was the one where it was a little weird.
Yeah, and this one, Rob will have to just take a look to see if they need the variance or not. But this one is fairly straightforward. It's the removal of an existing deck, construction of a larger deck. It's under 250 square feet of increased impervious surface, so they don't need to deal with stormwater. But I want to go over with Rob this line. So, see that, Rob? There, let me zoom out actually. This is what the lot looks like. They have this line labeled as rear. And I'm not sure if that's your current interpretation of a rear or a side. So if it's a side, it looks like they meet this, the side yard setback. If it's a rear, it doesn't. You can see the old deck definitely followed this as a rear. See how it's chamfered like that?
Do we look at the original plan?
Yeah.
So the original, when the house was originally built,
Yeah,
they showed it as a rear.
yeah, but I don't know if that's right, So, and either way, we don't have to make that decision now. It's, we'll say they need the variance and then you could always determine that if they don't.
Are they expanding the deck from what
Yes.
it originally was?
So the original deck ended at the line
Oh, okay.
and they want to square it off here.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
I mean, I would hate to change from what the house was originally
Yeah.
laid out.
Okay.
That's for sure.
But then that's what they need.
But I'll
Yeah.
double check.
Other than that, I don't, have any issues with this. I'll make a motion to send this to the ZBA.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hey, John, any concerns on your end?
No issues at all.
Okay.
A lot of weird lots in this town.
Weird shapes.
Yeah.
Actually, when we go on, I would like to just talk to you about that. I'm curious what you would do in this day and age today. You saw a lot like that being, what would you call that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah.
I
you gotta look.
don't know.
All right, let's go to the next one. Jose, you with us? Are you on this call for 16 Davis?
61 Byram Ridge. How are you?
Okay, we just finished that one and,
Oh,
no
I was,
issues
I was
other,
trying, okay,
no issues
ahead.
other than you'll probably need a rear yards, variance from the zoning board. So we'll post that determination today and you can coordinate with the building department and the zoning board of appeals.
Okay. So it just gets posted where? Do I get emailed or do I look for it
No,
somewhere?
you'll go to the RPRC website. There's a section, a link to determination letters, and we'll post the next steps right there. And that will be done later this.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sure.
All
Okay,
right, have a
take
great
care.
day. Okay, bye.
Jose, why don't you unmute yourself and just give us some background on this application?
Yes, hi, good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for letting me in. I actually had to switch computer, so I wasn't sure if I was online. Okay, perfect. So 16 Davis Drive. This is a renovation that we're doing for my boss here, Paul at the Skyview Builders. This is a private residence home. The bulk of the scope is do an interior feed out, interior renovation of the existing dwelling or the existing property. We are increasing the usable square footage of the home vertically, not horizontally, not increasing the area of the footprint of the house per se. The house has multiple levels. It has let's say a first and second floor levels, and we're building up in sections of that particular footprint, creating a second floor and let's say a rooftop room, let's say, which will be the gym. When I did the calculation based on the gross square footage for the property, I think we're fine with that. But the when I was working in the worksheets, I couldn't. There must be some discrepancy somewhere where the property per the worksheet seems to imply that we're over the land coverage, which kind of I wasn't able to figure it out why that
Yeah, no,
could be.
you're over quite a bit, like almost 5,000 square feet.
Correct, and I couldn't figure out, why, recently, fairly recent, purchased this home, and we're doing all the work vertically, so I wasn't sure how or why those numbers are not complying currently.
Yes. The answer, Jose, is because these improvements on the property were constructed prior to that law being in place. So everything is grandfathered. But
Okay,
that's not necessarily accurate what you're saying, because aren't you expanding the driveway?
we are adding let me see how what's this square footage. Adding enough driveway to be able to turn into the new proposed
Right.
exterior
But
parking area.
that's what you would need the variance for, or you'd have
Okay.
to you have to deal with that because you're over the maximum already.
Okay, yeah, and that new driveway, yes, it's expanding on that, around 452 square feet or so. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, okay.
But Jose, I have to say these plans are not very um easy for us to interpret, right? It wasn't clear exactly what you were doing. Some existing and proposed elevations would help, or some notations on the floor plans of which parts of the house exist and which are proposed, right? I see you have different color coding, but there's no legend explaining what the different colors are. So in general, it was difficult to figure out what you were doing.
Okay.
Plus,
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
you're proposing these new pergolas, the pergolas at the pool, right? And at the driveway, but you didn't provide any details of what that is. So it was just difficult.
Okay.
Um, let's see, I think the major issue is what have you been doing on the property already? I know you have a notice of violation when the building inspector or the assistant building inspector was out there yesterday. He said you brought, or the property owner brought in fill. And if that's the case, you know, that could be a significant issue for your client. Does he have tickets for that fill? And maybe just tell us what's going on there.
I this is the first time I'm hearing of that. My client or Paul have done
Can
work
you get
on the
Paul
property.
on?
And let
Do
me
you have
see. Let me see.
contact info?
I have his info. Let me see. But I know he had
Yeah,
something.
see if he wants to join us.
Yes. Give me 1 second here.
Variance. Does he need a variance for all of the square footage then?
Yeah.
So he'd have to get a variance for the 4,000
Yeah.
square feet,
Correct.
not the 457 that he's going
Yes.
over now.
Yes.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. It's essentially legalized.
Yeah, he's grandfathered in.
He's
on the-
grandfathered in on the first 4,000, you might say.
Right, but the variance will
Yes.
take him to, you know.
Yes.
what he would want.
Understood.
How large is this house now? And what's it going to be?
Mainly,
I'm calling 1 second.
a lot of the.
Adam,
old-
I sent you an email just now that has pictures of the fill.
Oh, good, okay. So it looks.
It's quite a bit of fill and it's quite a bit of a hillside.
Yeah.
13,000.
Oh, well, some of that's an accessory building.
I missed what John just said.
He said that he has one of his inspectors went out yesterday and he has pictures for us to take.
Okay,
let
so
me-
yeah, so I wasn't able to get him on the phone. I apologize for that. So
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't aware that he had brought that, and so I cannot
Yeah,
explain those violations or those tickets, or even if he has tickets for it. So
Okay.
I will follow your direction. What do you want us to do?
yeah, let's take a look and see what the town engineer just sent us, so
Okay.
just give it a
Okay.
sec. Oh, boy, okay.
There's been probably about 100 yards of fill that's been brought in. They're
What
pushing it off.
what did he expose here? Oh, is that just a drain for the? Oh, yeah, those trees are done.
Yeah, it's building against some trees. There's a fence right there, so I think that fence is close to the property line.
Oh, boy, a lot here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know one of the things that he was for the information that got to me. One of the things that he was doing was doing the putting a fence around pretty much in the property line, but that is
Yeah.
as the extent as I was informed
he
that he was doing.
That has to be part of this approval.
Correct, which
The
we
fence.
showed. Yeah, we showed a plan with the fence. Yeah. hmm
There's no erosion
That's-
controls.
Oh, my.
Okay.
A lot. That's like how many feet? 10, 15 feet at least, right?
Yeah, so the plan has no topography on it.
Yeah. All right, look, there's a lot going on here. I think the planning board gotta take a look at this.
Obviously.
Yeah. All right, so we'll put together a list of our issues.
hmm
So you can take a look at it and then be able to answer them. We'll send it to the planning board because this is just a lot going on here that
Okay.
we've got to get hands on.
But they're not, that soil around now, right? Is that
Well, they shouldn't move the soil around, but they have to immediately put soil and
erosion control? Okay, they have to deal with the erosion control.
All right, you got that, Jose? Please tell your client to get that.
hmm
What I'm getting at is if he
Oh,
doesn't,
and call the building department so they can go out and verify that the soil and erosion control measures are in place. Because that could really impact the neighbors, right? That's kind of on the property line there.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we'll put together the notes of the open issues that we see.
hmm
And then you should submit to the planning board so we can just deal with this.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm. As
I'll make, well, hold on one second. I'll make a motion to send this to the planning board.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Well, okay, Jose, go ahead.
yes, when as it relates to the drawings,
Yeah,
to my opinion, I thought I was clear, but do I need to? Should I try to simplify and take out some sheets to make the navigation through the drawings easier for you guys to understand what we're doing, or should I just?
no, you know what I think you could probably do is on your floor plans,
Mhm.
right? Just label the existing versus proposed, right? It just wasn't, okay?
Okay, on the floor plans. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, that should do
Okay.
it,
Okay,
right? And then
okay.
from that floor plans of what's existing and proposed, I could figure out from the elevation what's, what's what.
Okay, perfect. Let me do that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the easiest way, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all right. Any other questions, Jose?
No, so I guess you submit your concerns or your letter of your
Yes,
review, and then
that will be,
Mhm.
that will be posted on the RPRC website later today. And you just go to determination letters, and that will give you the instructions, on what to do next.
Perfect.
Also elevations.
We do have exterior elevations. Yeah, let me, here. I'm gonna pull them up because Sue is our ARB rep, so if she has
Okay.
any,
Okay.
any, particular concerns. That's, what we're talking about. So is the pink new? Is that what it is, Jose?
Yes.
All right.
And they are let's say challenging. I want to use the word to understand because it does have multiple planes, so it's not that it's a solid mass going up, but they're different
Yeah.
setbacks. So it's
Yeah,
hard. Yeah.
it's deceptive in 2 dimensions. No, I get it.
Yes, correct.
Oh, yeah, that is important. So the building inspector just noted, Jose, that third story is going to need fire sprinklers because have you planned for that?
Okay. I will relay the message. There's a fire sprinkler. Okay.
He doesn't have to do the rest of the house, just needs the whole house.
No, third floor means egress.
Okay.
It changed.
All right. And a means of egress from that third floor, the building inspector was saying. Okay.
Okay.
Well, you will see it.
Okay.
It will come to, it has to go to the ARB.
right.
All right, Jose, so we'll post that today. Take a look there. Call if you have any questions, but the next step will be, submitting to the building department. I mean, the planning board.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yep. All right, so with that, concluding our items, we will adjourn this meeting at 9:52. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.